23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I got you, punk.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play fake. Murray. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 7. 18-yard line.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A gain of 7 and a 49er first down.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in the blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, go.
Back at the 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
That's right, baby.
Running right, Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Who's that?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dante Pettis, 84 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Williams to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cardinals great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Big stop, let's go.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
20.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one complete to Hill. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. It's Newton. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 8. Express. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They fake the give. Newton. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Newton to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. Open man there is Patterson, complete. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Switch. Go. Motion.
On 1st down, Mixon. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Newton now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Roosevelt Nix, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Prater, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You help, partner. Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Newton, they complete it to Hill. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to throw it. Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 21.
Let's go, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's up. Check 31.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Keep playing. Get him. Good work, boys. Let's go.